Perched atop a secluded hill, surrounded by an eerie forest, stood an ominous, abandoned dwelling known as the Cursed House. Young couple, John and Sarah, dismissed the rumors and purchased the decrepit abode with aspirations of renovating it to their liking. But as they began to settle in, inexplicable events began to transpire. Objects moved on their own accord, doorways opened and closed with a ghostly presence, and eerie sounds echoed through the night. Sarah couldn't shake off the feeling that something was amiss, but John shrugged it off as the house adjusting. However, as they delved deeper into the renovation, they uncovered unsettling secrets. Strange symbols were etched into the walls, and hidden rooms with no apparent purpose were discovered. Sarah's unease intensified as they came across evidence that the house was built on an ancient burial ground and that previous occupants had met gruesome fates. They tried to leave but found that the house had trapped them, and it had no intention of letting them go. The couple tried to ignore the supernatural occurrences and focus on renovating their new home, but found themselves increasingly haunted by the spirits of the dead. They heard ghostly whispers in the night, saw ghostly apparitions lurking in the shadows, and felt a sense of impending doom. Desperate to escape, they searched every inch of the house but to no avail. The doors and windows were sealed shut, and supernatural forces tormented them relentlessly. The couple was trapped, and the house was determined to keep them there forever. In a last-ditch effort, they discovered a secret passage that led to a basement, where they found an old, rusty door that seemed to be their only way out. As they opened it, a gust of wind blew out their candle, plunging them into darkness. They felt their way through, and as they reached the end of the passage, they saw a faint light. They ran towards it, and as they emerged, they found themselves outside the house. However, their escape came at a cost. They were forever scarred by the horrors they had witnessed and the spirits they had encountered. They were forever changed, and the memory of the house on the hill haunted them for the rest of their days. John and Sarah were never seen again, and the house on the hill remains vacant to this day. Some say the couple managed to escape the curse, while others believe they were taken by the spirits that haunt the place. But one thing is for certain, the last house on the hill holds a deadly curse, and it's best to stay away.